So, to start this out, we are going to take this with a bit more hip opening. Let's start this in Supta Badakanasana. So, on your back, soles of feet together, knees wide. And as you bring yourself down, just adjust the position however it suits you best. So if your hips are a little bit tighter and the knees are pretty high, maybe slide the feet away from you and make a longer diamond shape with your legs. And if you're more open, you may be comfortable keeping the feet close. But just let your hips relax, let your knees sink down, let your low back take its natural arch. And if your hips are particularly tight and the knees are still lifted, you might want to just rest your hands on your thighs. But otherwise, find a position for the arms that you can settle into. Let your shoulders sink down, let your chest just open up. And then just close your eyes. Just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here when you're ready. So the inhale is drawn as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. And hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat, so slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe here to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And just take things slow here to start. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down, hands between your knees somewhere. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, bring your arms forward. Inhale, stretch this out long. Exhale, arms forward again. Inhale, reach this out long. Now with the exhale, stretch the arms forward and curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Stay lifted. Belly pulled in, low back down. Keep your gaze forward. And while you're holding on to that lift, go ahead and bring your feet flat to the floor, about hips width distance, knees up toward the ceiling. We're going to go back and forth from here to curl. So with your next inhale, roll this out long. And then with the exhale, curl forward, stretch long through your fingertips. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out long. Now with the exhale, curl, but reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll this out. And with your exhale, curl left. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl to the right side again. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl to your left side. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right one more time. Inhale, roll this out long. And exhale, curl to your left side again. Now with your next inhale, roll this out long. And with the exhale, keep the arms reaching past your head and bring the backs of your hands down to the floor. Now ground your arms, press your shoulders down, just keep your gaze up high. And then just start to twist here. So go ahead, fold the knees as far as you can over to the right. And then through center, over to your left side. And take it through center, knees to the right, and try to press the legs farther down. Keep your shoulders grounded and bring the knees left again. Now back through center, bring the knees over to the right one more time. Now just hold on to this here. Keep the shoulders on the floor. Press your legs down to the right and just see if you can engage attention toward lifting your right hip. And maybe it comes up, maybe not. And then go ahead and release that tension. Bring your knees through center to the left side. And again, press your legs down toward the floor. Keep the shoulders grounded. Work to lift your left hip, and maybe it lifts for real, maybe not, but just hold. And then go ahead and release that and bring the knees back up to center, set your feet flat. Now, as you're reaching out long like this, we're going to use this for a variation of bridge. So keep the arms stretching out, keep the shoulders pressed down, and walk the feet in. And bring them in close enough that you can ground your low back while you're down like this. Feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Now just keep your gaze up high and we'll take this up and down. So with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, bring the weight to your shoulders. With the exhale, just roll your spine down. Inhale, press this up high again. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift the hips. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high, and this time just stay lifted. Now as you hold on to this, ground down to the heels and keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips pressing high. And hold on to that lift, and we're just going to move the arms here. So with your next inhale, stretch long through your fingertips. And with the exhale, bring the arms down to your sides, glutes still engaged. Inhale, reach the arms long past your head. Exhale, arms down to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms down to the sides, and this time just keep the arms down. Press your palms to the floor, squeeze your glutes, press your hips higher still. And if you can take it further, ground down to the heels, try to lift your toes, and then work to pull your heels toward your shoulders. Engage the back line of your body a little bit further, a little bit more tension, I'm trying to say. There we go. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just come all the way down. And once you bring this back down, draw your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, and just squeeze everything in. Now as you're squeezing down, you can pull the knees out wide, maybe rock a little bit side to side, but just breathe with this for a moment. And then go ahead, bring this into center if you're still moving side to side. Now pull the knees out wide if they're not wide already. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, look forward. And we're going to take this back to Badakanasana here. So once you reach between the knees, take hold of your big toes. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. And then round your spine as much as you can. So you're curling and lifting from the shoulders. Your tailbone should be lifted as well. Now, as best you can, take this back and forth. So start to roll. Bring the weight toward your shoulders. And then toward the base of your spine. And just keep taking this back and forth with the knees out wide. And use that grip on the big toes. Now, if you get a little bit of momentum here, you can bring this up toward a seat. And again, work to keep your spine round, to keep the motion smooth. And then once you're ready, go ahead, roll this up, and we'll take this to a variation of both. So bring yourself up to a seat, and if your feet come down, just lift them. But then engage this. Pull the heels in close, bring the elbows around the ribs, and straighten your spine as much as you can. Press your low back forward, keep your shoulders down. And then while you're holding on, just try to hold the upper body where it is, but go ahead and lift that right foot out to the side a little bit. And then bring it back to center. Lift your left foot out to the side. And then come back to center here. Now, right foot to the side, you can extend the leg further if you want to take it there. And then come back into center. Left foot out to the side, just take it to where you like. Keep your torso upright best you can. And come back to center. Now from here, with both legs, maybe just separate the feet a little bit, maybe bring your shins toward parallel with the floor. You can always take it toward fuller extension, but stay balanced, try to stay upright best you can. Keep your low back pulling forward and keep breathing. Now we're still balancing this, so go ahead and bring the feet back in towards center. Come back to Badakanasana with the legs, but this time release your grip. Try to keep the heels close and just reach your hands forward. Now, I want to work this a little bit further. I want to pulse this. Now, what you're working is the bend right at the hip joint, the hip flexors here. So you're trying to pull the knees up toward your armpits and reach your hands forward at the same time. So on my count, draw this in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, on 1, try to keep everything pulled in tight. Keep reaching forward. Take an inhale. With the exhale, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands and find all fours. Now once you come into all fours, just take a moment, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move side to side. Just feel things out, loosen up your spine. And just take a moment to feel where you're loose, where you're tight. You can shake things out a little bit, maybe twist as well. And then bring this back into center in all fours. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips to set this up. And if you want to make the wrist stretch a little bit more mellow, you can always bring the hands closer to your knees. But keep your palms facing down. And then one by one, rotate your hands. Fingertips out to the side. Try to point the fingertips in toward your knees or come as far into that rotation as you can. And do that on both sides. Now flatten your hands, spread your fingers out wide, grip the floor with your fingertips, keep your spine pressed up high. And just keep that tension in your hands so your fingertips are digging down. Even if you bring the hands closer, you can do this without a lot of pressure on the hands. Now if this is good enough, just stay here. Keep your spine pressed high, keep the shoulder blades spread apart. But if you can take this further, extend the right leg straight back, big toe to the floor, and bring that big toe past the left edge of your mat. And we're going to move that right foot diagonally here. So keep gripping the floor with your hands, but bring the right foot forward. Try to get outside the right hand and get as close as you can. And then extend the right leg back and across. Right leg up and to the right again. And then extend this back and across. One more time, right foot up and to the right. Back and across one more time. And then just come back into center with the right knee down. Now keep gripping the floor with your fingers and take it on the other side. Step your left foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Left big toe past the right edge of the mat. Now go ahead, bring it forward up and to the left as far as you can. And then extend that leg back and across. Up and to the left again. And then back and across. One more time, up and to the left. And then back and across one more time. And then go ahead, bring that left knee into center and come up onto the fingertips and walk the hands right in front of your knees. Now this one's going to be a little bit weird. It's a little bit different stretch, but I want you to make your hands into fists first. So bring the four fingers into your palms, thumbs outside, and then press the fists down right in front of your knees. So your hands are actually going to be touching your legs and the knuckles are pressing down. Now from here, just keep the weight on your legs here to start, but then bend into both wrists. Bring the backs of the hands to the floor with the knuckles pressing into your knees, and this is like a very awkward way of trying to punch yourself into the kneecap. So this should feel kind of strange. So just keep the backs of the hands down, the fingers curled in. Try to straighten your arms as much as you can. You can always bring more weight onto your legs. And if you want more pressure, you can lean more weight onto the hands. But let that stretch go through the backs of the hands, up through the wrists and into the forearms. Now from here, just hold that position with the fingers curled in, and then sink your chest low to the floor. Let the elbows go out wide. And then just press back up towards straight. And just take this back and forth, sinking down low and pressing back up. And just breathe with this here. And take this through as much of a range as you can. And each time you come back up towards straight, try to straighten just a little bit further than before. And it's probably not going to be perfect, so don't sweat that too much. Just find the stretch moving through your hands and wrists. Now the next time you bring yourself all the way up, try to keep your arms straightened as much as you can. Hold this. And then if you can go further, just start to move through your spine with some cow and cat breathing. So with an inhale, just drop your belly, pull your chest forward, look up, try to arch your spine. With the exhale, pull back in and round as you empty out. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, round back and empty again. Inhale, drop your belly, bring your chest forward, look up. Exhale, round back and empty as completely as you can. And then go ahead, release this. Come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels and just take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then when you're ready, bring yourself into all fours. And then from all fours, we're going to take this into some spinal balance here first. So just keep your gaze down toward the floor and keep your spine long. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone straight back. And then extend your right arm straight forward, left leg straight back, and just hold this. Now stretch everything as long as you can. Reach with the fingertips and toe tips. Feel the lift in the glutes on the left side and try to keep that knee locked. Try to keep that leg straight. And just breathe here. Now take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze in underneath, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach this long. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Inhale, reach this out long, hold here. And then just come back to all fours, both hands down, both knees down. Now again, just keep your spine long, your chest facing down, and take it on the other side. Left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. Now again, stretch this out as long as you can. Reach with the fingertips and toe tips. Keep your body in line. And just breathe here for a moment. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, squeeze this in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Inhale, reach this out long and hold. And then just bring the left hand down and the right knee down and come back to all fours. Now from all fours, keep your hips stacked over your knees, but come down onto the forearms. Now with your forearms on the floor, there's two ways to do this. You can keep the forearms parallel with the palms down, or you can press your palms together, whatever suits you best. Just see if the elbows are shoulder width distance apart and underneath the shoulders, basically here. Now as you hold on to this, press your spine up toward the ceiling, so stay engaged between the shoulder blades, spread them apart as much as you can. And then we're just going to take this back and forth with each leg so the upper body stays where it is. So with an inhale, reach your right leg straight back, reach to the big toe. With the exhale, bring it forward, knee to right shoulder. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder again. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder one more time. Now inhale the right leg back. Now keep it extended toward the back. And then from here, come up onto the fingertips of your left hand, set the right palm down flat if it's not flat already, and look back over your left shoulder. Now bend your right knee. See about reaching back with your left hand. Go slow, be sure you're balanced. And you're trying to grip that right foot. So it could be the foot, could be the ankle, whatever suits you best. Now if the grip's not going to happen, just keep reaching, work to lift the right knee, and this is fine all by itself. If you have that grip, kick into your hand, but draw your left shoulder forward to bring the right knee up higher, and just breathe here. Find that stretch through the right thigh and the front of the hip on the right side. All right, take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, just release this. Go ahead and get both knees down. Come up onto both hands for a moment. Just take a breath or two. When you're ready, just come back down. Keep your hips stacked over your knees and bring it down onto both forearms. Now again, the forearms could be parallel or the palms could be together to see if the elbows are shoulder width. And then press in your hands, distribute the weight across the forearms. Put the weight to the right knee. And we'll do this with the left leg. So with an inhale, extend your left leg straight back. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to left shoulder, squeeze in. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to left shoulder again. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder one more time. Inhale, extend that leg back. Now keep it extended like this. And then come up onto the fingertips of the right hand and be sure your left hand is flat. Ground down into that left arm. Now lift your head, look back over your right shoulder. Go ahead, bend your left knee. And then if you want to take it further, go ahead and reach that right hand back, see what grip you can find. Now you can just keep reaching, work to lift the left knee, and that's fine if you can't find the grip. If you've got the grip, kick into your hand, draw the shoulder forward to bring the knee up higher, and just breathe into this here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release and come back down, come back to all fours. Come up onto both hands, both knees, move around for a moment. And then we'll get just a little bit more around the hips, and we're going to take this lopsided this time. So I want you to stand your left hand, but come down onto the right forearm. Now to keep the right elbow to the side of the mat, but bring the right hand into center, so the right forearm is diagonal in relation to the rest of your body. Slide your left hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist, probably further than you think you need. You want that forearm to be vertical. Now look at the right hand, put the weight to your right knee, hover your left knee up off the floor, but keep the knee bent, and just keep your chest facing down. Now left knee out to the side, high as you can lift, and then fold the left leg back to center. Left knee to the side, high as you can lift again. Fold the leg back in. Left knee to the side, bring it up high. Fold the leg in. 2 more times, bring that left knee up high. And then fold the leg in. Last time, left knee to the side, high as you can lift. Hold here, keep the toes pointed left, and keep the left elbow pulling in toward your side. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, extend your left leg straight back. Exhale, knee to left shoulder, high and close. Inhale the left leg back again. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder one more time. Now stay here and set that leg on your left arm. Square your chest toward the floor and just breathe. And then go ahead and release that. Bring your left knee down. Come up onto both hands. And we're going to take all that on the other side. So once you're ready here, stay on the right hand, but come down onto your left forearm. So the left elbow stays to the side. Bring the left hand to center. That forearm's diagonal. Slide the right hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep that elbow pulled in. Now keep your chest facing down. Look at the left hand, put the weight to the left knee. Hover the right knee up off the floor, but keep the leg bent. Now right knee out to the side as high as you can lift. And then fold the right leg back in. Right knee out to the side again. Fold the leg back in. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift. Fold back in 2 more times. Lift that right knee up high. And again, fold it back in. 1 more time. Right knee to the side. Now keep it lifted. Keep the toes pointed right. And keep that right elbow pulling in. With an inhale, extend the right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder, high and close. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder 1 more time. Now set that right leg on your right arm and just keep your chest facing the floor. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release and come back to all fours. And once you're back in all fours, take a moment here and move around. Now, if you like, you can stay here and breathe or take another stretch. But when you're ready, find your downward facing dog. So go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips. And once you bring your hips up high, just take a moment and pedal out. Let your hips move side to side. Press in your palms. Try to ground your hands so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And keep in mind, you can always just stay loose here. Keep on pedaling out. You don't have to straighten the legs completely. Just keep your hips pressing high and keep your palms grounded. When you're ready here, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, and let your spine round. Let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You could reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this further side to side. And then from wherever you are, go ahead, release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin, but then restack your spine. So just slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here, wrists into shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you, press your spine up toward the ceiling, and keep your spine lifted, keep the shoulder blades spread apart. When you're ready here, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly, just bring your knees down to the mat, and then shoulders forward, bend the elbows in toward you, bring the chin and chest down low, and from here, I want to take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, go ahead, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, and engage your glutes. Kick down to the floor. Try to keep your spine nice and long. Reach the top of the head toward the ceiling. Take an inhale here. And with the exhale, pull the belly and bring your hips up high back to down dog. And we'll take it through that modified sun salutation a few times. So from your down dog, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Extend this forward. Exhale, fold back down. Now inhale to standing. Arms reach up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway again. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. When you're ready here, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring the chin and chest down low. With an inhale, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, up dog. With the exhale, draw the belly and get your hips up high, downward facing dog. 2 more times, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms high. Exhale, fold and bring it back down. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back, find your high plank. When you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring the chin and chest down low. Inhale, straighten the arms, upward facing dog, open your chest. Exhale, draw the belly in, get your hips up high back to down dog. 1 more time from here, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, half lift here again. And then with the exhale, set the hand, step it back to high plank. Once you're ready here, take an inhale. Exhale, knees to the floor. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring the chin and chest low. Inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms up, dog. Exhale, draw the belly in. Hips up high, down dog, pedal out. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg up high and move into a scorpion dog right away. So bend the right knee, hang the right foot left, and try to stack your hips right above left, but keep the shoulders squared to the front. So let your body lengthen and twist through the right side. With your next inhale, straighten out the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward. Bring that right foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now from here, we're going to actually balance it. So put all the weight to the right foot. Pull the left knee into your chest and round your spine. Now just keep the right knee bent to start. Take hold of the left knee and slowly round this up to standing. And just bring yourself up however you need to here. But find your balance. Dig down to that right big toe. Bring your gaze forward. Now once you're ready here, once you're balanced, right hand to the right hip. Go ahead, pull that left knee out to the side. Now draw the knee up as high as you can. And then just open up the left hand on top of the left knee. So the palm is touching your left leg. Point the left big toe down. Now try to keep your balance best you can and just focus on moving the left leg. So just dip the left big toe down to the floor and then pull the knee up high. Big toe down again and pull the knee up high. Big toe to the floor. Pull the knee high again. We'll do that 2 more times. Big toe down to the floor and then pull the knee up high. 1 more time. Big toe to the floor. Bring the knee up high. Now just stay here and take hold of that left knee with your left hand. Bring the knee up higher. Now go slow. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just put a little bend on the right knee and lean forward. And then step your left foot back, and we'll take this into high lunge. So just give yourself a moment to adjust the stance. Deep end of the right knee, left leg towards straight. The left heel is lifted behind. Now, hips squared. So feet on 2 separate tracks, hips with distance apart. So pull the left hip forward, the right hip back. And bring your torso toward upright as best you can. Feel that stretch to the front of the left side. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, draw the elbows out wide. Open up your chest, let your head fall back a little bit. Inhale, reaches up high. Exhale, elbows out wide again. Look up. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Now with the exhale, pull the elbows out wide. Look up, hold here. And try to squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. Keep your hips squared. Keep breathing. Now as you hold on to this, take an inhale. And with the exhale, arms are still bent. Slowly hinge from the hips. Look forward. Bring your belly down to touch your right thigh. With an inhale, reach your arms straight back. With the exhale, bend the elbows. Bring the hands close to the shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms straight back. Exhale, bend the elbows and bring the hands forward. Inhale, reach the arms straight back. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring the hands forward. And then when you're ready, hands to your hips. Go ahead, set that left knee down. And come into a kneeling lunge. Flatten the left foot behind you. And then just press back. Everything from the left knee on up stacks so vertical. Ground down into both feet. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, hands through center. Let's take this to a twist. Bring the left elbow outside the right thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh. Press the palms together. Look over the right shoulder. And just breathe into your twist. Keep your spine long. Keep reaching through the crown of the head as you're twisting. Now this is good enough, but if you can take it further, you can bend that right knee, holding the twist. And pull that left hip down and forward, and they'll feel a bigger stretch on that left side. But just breathe with this and take this to where you can. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your twist. Bring both hands to the floor inside the right leg. And then from here, from this kneeling lunge, we're going to switch it toward more of a lizard lunge. So I want you to slide the right foot forward a little bit. Bring that right ankle past the right knee. Curl the toes of the right foot and keep them curled. Now roll the outside edge of the right foot so you can see the sole of the foot underneath. Keep the knee out to the side. And then if you want to take this further, you can slide that left foot further back and sink the hips further down. Now curl the toes of the right foot. Keep them curled. Look forward. And then just try to press the right knee down toward the floor as far as you can. And then pull the right knee in toward your side. Keep the toes curled and keep that foot tense. Try to press that right knee toward the floor again. And then squeeze the knee in toward the right side. And then one more time, just try to press that right knee toward the floor. And again, keep the toes curled. You don't want to feel any twinge in that right knee. You want to feel this in the hip joint on the right side. And just breathe with this. Try to pull your chest forward, stay tall through your spine, and just hold. Now from here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just let go of that tension. Go ahead, set the right foot flat. Walk the hands a little bit closer to your left knee. And just arrange yourself so you can stack the hips over the left knee. We're coming back to that kneeling lunge. So the right foot's flat, bring your hands to your hips. And then just bring your torso all the way upright. So everything from the left knee on up stacks to vertical. The right leg's still forward. We're going to take this toward a half split. So come on to the heel of the right foot. Extend that leg all the way and point the toes up toward the ceiling. Now coming into this, you don't have to take this too deep, but go ahead and give it a try with this bind. Bring both hands to your low back, palms open, fingers spread wide, pull the shoulders back and keep your chest open. You can always put a little bend in that right knee if your hamstring's tight, keep in mind. We're going to fold this forward halfway, and you're looking for the stretch in the back of the right leg. So shoulders pulled back, take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, look forward, and just touch the belly to the right thigh. Inhale, bring this all the way back upright. Exhale again, hinge from the hips, belly to the right thigh, keep looking forward. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Now with the exhale, hinge this down one more time and hold here. Now keep the right arm bound. Go ahead, bring the left hand down to the floor for support. Touch your belly to the right thigh, bend the right knee if you need to make that happen. Pull the right hip back, the left hip forward. And if you want to take it further, maybe lift the right shoulder and twist open to the right side. And this might be good enough. Now, if you're more flexible, if you want to take it deeper, you can always bring that left elbow down to the floor. Just take this to where you can. All right, now from here, when you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands to the floor inside the right leg. When you're ready, just step that right foot back. Bring yourself into high plank. Come onto the toes of both feet. And then go ahead and take it through this vinyasa when you're ready. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. With an inhale, straighten the arms, pull your chest forward. And then with the exhale, hips up high and back to down dog. And just paddle out for a moment here. We'll take all that on the other side. When you're ready, with an inhale, raise your left leg high. Now with your left leg lifted, open to your scorpion dog. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right, and just feel the twist here. Left hip above the right, shoulder square to the front. With your next inhale, straighten that left leg, three-legged dog. And then with the exhale, just bring this forward. Step the left foot down between your hands. Now with that left foot on the floor, pull the right knee into your chest, round your spine. Keep the left knee bent to start. Now take hold of the right knee and slowly round this up to vertical. Now just bring yourself upright and take a moment to find your balance. Dig into that left big toe, slow your breathing down. And then when you're ready, left hand to your left hip. With your right hand, pull that right knee out to the side and keep it lifted. Now open up the right hand on top of the right knee, just the palm touching, and point the right big toe down to the floor. Now just keep your gaze forward, focus on staying balanced and only moving through the right leg. Now go ahead, dip the right big toe all the way down to the floor. And then pull the knee back up. Right big toe down again. Pull the knee up high. Big toe to the floor. Pull the knee up high again. Right big toe down. And pull the knee up. One more time, big toe to the floor. Bring the knee up high, take hold of the knee with the right hand, maybe pull it up higher. Now when you're ready, put just a little bend in the left knee, start to lean forward. And then go ahead and step that right foot back, hands to your hips, and find your high lunge stance. And give yourself a moment to adjust. So it's a long stance, deep bend in the left knee, right leg towards straight, the right heel's lifted behind. Feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance so you can square everything to the front. Right hip forward, left hip back. Now bring your torso upright. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Now with the exhale, draw the elbows out wide, open up your chest, bring your gaze up high. Inhale, reach up to the arms, look forward. Exhale, draw the elbows back and open up. Inhale, reach up high again. Exhale, draw the elbows back, open up. Now stay like this. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other, keep your shoulders pulled back. And while you're in that high lunge, just hinge from the hips, look forward. Bring your belly down to touch your left thigh. The arms are still at your sides. Hips are still squared. Now with an inhale, reach both arms straight back. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring the hands toward your shoulders. Inhale, reach this straight back. Exhale, pull the hands back in. Inhale, reach this straight back. Exhale, pull the hands back in one more time. And then bring your hands to your hips. And bring that right knee all the way down to the floor. Now go ahead, flatten out the right foot. Come back into this kneeling lunge. So both legs about 90 degrees. Everything from the right knee on up to vertical. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, move into the twist. Hands through heart center. Bring the right elbow outside the left thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh. Press the palms here. Look back over your left shoulder. And keep your spine long as you're twisting. Keep reaching through the top of your head. This is good enough right here if you want to deepen it. You can bend that left knee, pull that right hip down and forward to lengthen this out further, but you're still twisting, keep in mind. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this and bring both hands down inside that left foot. Now once you bring your hands down, switch this to more of a lizard lunge. So walk that left foot further forward so the ankle's at least a little bit forward of the knee. Curl the toes of the left foot, keep them curled. And then go ahead and roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Now as you hold on to this, just keep that left foot tense and open up your chest a little bit here. And then we'll just take this back and forth. So try to press that left knee toward the floor as much as you can. And pull the knee back into your side. Open this up, press that left knee down toward the floor. And again, pull this back in. Press that left knee down toward the floor. Pull the knee into your side. And then one more time, pull the left knee out to the side, down to the floor. It may go far, it may not. Now, if you want to take it deeper, you can always slide that right foot further back and pull that right hip forward. But just take this to where you can here. All right, when you're ready, go ahead, pull that left knee into your side, set the left foot flat, and come back to that kneeling lunge. So the hips are stacked over the right knee, hands to your hips. Go ahead, bring your torso upright. And we'll take it into that half split. So the left leg's still forward. Come onto the left heel and straighten your left leg with the toes pointed toward the ceiling. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, and keep your hips squared. Now hands to your low back, palms open, fingers spread wide. Pull the shoulders back and keep your elbows wide. And again, we're just going to take it halfway down. You can bend your left knee if you're tight. Keep your chest open, and we're just going down toward that halfway. As long as you feel the stretch on the back of the left leg, you're doing fine. Take an inhale here. With the exhale, slowly hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway, belly toward your left thigh. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge this forward again, belly toward the thigh. Inhale, bring this all the way up again. Exhale, bring it forward one more time, belly toward the thigh, hold here. And while you're down, just bring that right hand to the floor for support. Now pull the left hip back, right hip forward. You can bend that left knee if you need to, keep in mind. As long as you feel the stretch, you're doing fine. And if you want to make this more of a twist, you can draw that left shoulder back, open your chest to the left side, keep that left hip pulling back. And if you've got the flexibility, if you want to go deeper, you can always bring the right forearm down to the floor. All right, when you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring both hands down inside your left leg. And then with the hands on the floor, step your left foot back, find your high plank. And we'll move through the Vinyasa. So once you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With an inhale, straighten the arms, open to your upward facing dog. With the exhale, draw back in, downward dog. And just take a moment here, paddle out, move around. When you're ready here, with an inhale, raise your right leg high. And then with the exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands, low lunge. We'll take into balancing again here. Put the weight to the right foot, pull the left knee to your chest, around your spine. And then go slow, take hold of the left knee. Come all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up from here, just bring the right hand to the right hip. With your left hand, pull that left knee higher, point the big toe down. And then just open up the left palm on top of your left knee. Now ground to the right big toe, slow your breathing down, keep your gaze forward, stay tall, and try to move nothing but your left leg. Just dip the left big toe all the way to the floor. And then pull the knee back up to your left hand. Left big toe down to the floor, and pull the knee up high. Left big toe to the floor again. Pull the knee straight up. 2 more times, left big toe comes down, and pull the knee up. One more time, left big toe to the floor. Bring the knee up high, stay here. Now bring the left hand to your left hip, bend into your right knee, and take an eagle bind with your legs across the left leg over the right. So squeeze the legs together, sink your hips down. You can always touch the left big toe to the floor for support. But let the legs squeeze and keep your hips down low. You can keep your hands on your hips if you like. If you can take it further, bring your hands to your low back, interlace your fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and open up your chest. Now this could be enough. If you want to take it further, then start to lift the hands away from your back and maybe hinge from the hips, but keep your chest open, keep your gaze forward, and just keep breathing here. Just take this to where you can. Now slowly, with an inhale, straighten the right leg, lift your left knee, keep the arms bound. And then open up to your left side, step that left foot back. We're going to take this into a straddle stance here. So feet out wide, heels in, toes out, and start with your legs as straight as you can. If your legs are really tight, you can always bend your knees, keep in mind. But keep the shoulders pulled back. We're just going to fold toward halfway down. So take an inhale here. With the exhale, lead with your chest. Keep your gaze forward, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward one more time and hold here. Keep your shoulders pulled back. You can always bend your knees if you need to. And just keep your chest facing the floor. We're going to go back and forth from here to a twist. So release the bind and reach your arms out wide. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches high. Open your chest to the right. Inhale, back to center, arms out wide. Exhale, right hand down and left arm high. Inhale to center, arms out wide. Exhale, left hand down, right arm high. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand down and left arm high. Inhale, back to center, arms wide. Now with the exhale, left hand down, right arm high, hold here. And now you can always bend in your knees, keep in mind. If you want to take this deeper, bring the right hand to the right hip, right shoulder stays high. And then maybe with your left hand, reach for the right ankle. Now if you can find that right ankle, pull your torso down toward the right thigh. Bend the knee if you need to, but touch your belly to the right leg. Keep the right shoulder lifted, keep your gaze toward the ceiling, and just breathe with us here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands down to the floor. Walk your hands over to the left side. Now pressing your hands, bring that left knee down to the mat. I want to take a gate stance variation here. So left knee down, left foot flat behind you. Right leg still extends toward the front of the mat, but bring your torso up so everything from the left knee on up stacks to vertical. Now keep your right leg straight and the right foot flat. And then go ahead and reach the arms up high with the palms facing in. We're going to take it side to side. So with an inhale, just reach and lean over the left side, bring your gaze up high. And then with the exhale, bring this through center, look up and lean to the right. Inhale, back through center, over to the left side again. Exhale through center, reach and lean to the right. Inhale through center, over to the left side one more time. Now with the exhale, come over to the right side and hold here. Now keep looking up, just bring that right hand to the right hip, reach that right arm long. And see about taking this further. Now look at the right foot, press into the heel. Point the toes up toward the ceiling. Now this might be good enough. Start to reach further through the right arm. If you can take it further, maybe slide that right foot further toward the front of the mat. But keep the left shoulder pulled back. Keep breathing here. Stay open to the side. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down inside the right leg. Turn toward the front of the mat. Step the right foot back next to the left. Bring yourself into high plank. And then we'll take it through another vinyasa. So when you're ready, just go ahead, bring your shoulders forward, elbows back, knees to the floor. Bring the chin and chest down low. With an inhale, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, pull the belly in, hips up high to down dog. Paddle out and breathe here for a moment. We'll take all that to the other side. With an inhale, raise your left leg up high. Exhale, bring it forward. Step that left foot down between your hands. Now we're going to take this into balancing. All the weight goes to the left foot. Right knee pulls into your chest, round your spine. Now take it slow. Take hold of the right knee. Come all the way up to standing. Now ground down to that left big toe. Keep your gaze forward. Stay tall. Slow your breathing down. Now once you're ready, with your left hand, just take hold of your left hip. With the right hand, take hold of the right knee. Maybe pull it up higher. Now open up the right palm on top of the right knee. Keep that big toe pointing down. Now stay balanced here, only moving the right leg. Dip the big toe all the way down. And then pull the knee up to your hand. Big toe to the floor again. And pull the knee up high. Big toe to the floor. Pull the knee up high. Big toe down. And then pull the knee up high again. One more time. Big toe to the floor. Pull the knee up high. Take hold of that knee for a moment. And then we'll take this into the eagle bind. So right hand comes to your right hip. Bend your left knee and cross the right leg over the left. Now squeeze the legs together. Sink down. You can always touch that right big toe to the floor. And maybe just keep your hands in your hips. This is good enough. Now, if you can go further, hands behind your back, fingers interlace, palms together. Try to find the interlace that feels strange. Draw the shoulders back, open up your chest. Now, if you want to take it further still, you can lift the arms away and maybe start to hinge forward. But keep the shoulders pulled back, keep looking forward, and keep breathing. Now, with your next inhale, straighten the left leg, lift the right knee. And then slowly turn to the right side, step that right foot back. And we'll take that wide straddle stance on this side. And again, heels in, toes out. And just find a position that suits your hips here. Try to start this with straight legs. And take the bind at the low back, draw the shoulders back, keep your chest open. Again, we're just going to fold this to halfway down. Take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway, keep the shoulders pulled back. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway. You can always bend your knees. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward toward halfway down. Now inhale, bring it up one more time. And then with the exhale, hinge forward and stay forward. Again, it's just a halfway fold, chest facing down. You can bend the knees if you need to. Now keep the shoulders pulled back. Go ahead and reach your arms out wide. And we'll take it back and forth from here to twisting. So take an inhale. With the exhale, right hand to the floor, left arm high. Open up to your left side. Inhale back to center with the arms out wide. Exhale, left hand down and right arm high. Inhale back to center, arms out wide. Exhale, right hand down, left arm high. Inhale to center, reach out wide. Exhale, left hand down, right arm high. Now inhale back to center, arms wide. Exhale, right hand down, left arm high. Now go ahead, bring that left hand to your left hip, keep the twist. And if you want to take it deeper, with your right hand, take hold of your left ankle. Now you can always bend your left knee, but use that right hand and pull your torso down into the left thigh. You want to try to touch your belly to the thigh. Keep the left shoulder high, keep looking up toward the ceiling, and just keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands down to the floor. Now walk your hands over to the right side, press into your palms. Bring the right knee all the way down. We'll take that gate variation on this side. So come to standing on the right knee, right foot flat. And then the left leg extends toward the front of the mat. Now keep that left foot flat as well. And once you're upright, go ahead, reach the arms up high with the palms facing in. We'll just take it side to side here. So with an inhale, just reach and lean over to the right. Bring your gaze up high. Exhale, bring it through center and reach and lean over to the left. Inhale, back through center. Reach to the right again. Exhale, back through center over to your left side. One more time. Inhale, reach and lean over to the right. Stay long. Exhale, bring it through center to the left side. Hold here. Now you're still leaning left. Just bring that right hand to the right hip. Reach that left arm long toward the front of the mat. And then look at your left foot. Now, come on to the left heel, point the toes up toward the ceiling. If you want to go deeper, you can slide that left heel further out, maybe lean further left, but keep the right shoulder high, and just breathe with this. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Bring both hands down inside that left leg. Now turn foot toward the front of the mat, step the left foot back next to the right. Find your high plank. Press in your palms, press your spine up high. Take an inhale when you're ready. With the exhale, knees to the floor. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring the chin and chest down low. With an inhale, straighten the arms, pull forward, upward facing dog. With the exhale, draw your belly in. Hips up high, back to down dog. Pedal out here for a moment and breathe. Now from your down dog, we're going to take this into half pigeon. So when you're ready, with an inhale, raise the right leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead, flatten out the left foot, straighten your left leg, pull the left hip forward and keep it in line with the right. And just sink your weight straight down. Now look for at least some of that stretch in the outer right hip or toward the glutes. You can stay upright. You can always go deeper if you want more extension through the spine. And if you want to melt down, you can come down to the elbows and maybe melt down all the way. But just take this to where you need to here and just breathe with this. Now, as you settle into this, you want to be sure you don't feel any twinge in that right knee on the bent leg. So engage the toes of the right foot and try to kick down to the floor a little bit. But just breathe with this, and you can make it more passive, more active, whatever you like. Depends on how open you are. All right, now from here, the hands are forward, walking back in towards center. I want to take this to another pose. So when you're ready, just roll down onto the right hip and swing your left leg forward. I want to take a Jana Shashasana variation. So that's left leg extended, sole the right foot to the end of the left thigh, just as high as you're comfortable with. And bring yourself to sitting upright here. Now we're actually going to fold this forward inside the left leg. So just keep your chest squared toward the front as though both legs are straddled out. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Now with the exhale, come straight forward inside the left leg, just halfway down, and then bring your hands to the floor. Now as you come down, try to pull your chest forward as much as you can, almost like you're moving toward a back bend, and then see about bringing that left elbow toward the floor. Now, find that stretch on the left inner thigh and on the back of the left leg. If you need to back off from this, you can always bend your left knee. Now try to draw that right hand back toward the right hip, draw the right shoulder back. And just breathe with this here. So it's a little bit of a side bend in addition to a forward fold. Just work this as best you can. Now slowly from here, go ahead and get both hands down to the floor in between your legs. Walk the hands back in to get your torso back upright. And then we'll take the regular fold over the left leg. So sit this upright and turn toward that left leg. You can always have a bend in the left knee, keep in mind. With an inhale, reach the arms up high. Now with the exhale, hinge forward just halfway down and then bring your hands to the floor either side of that left leg. Now press your low back forward. Try to bring your belly to touch your thigh. And if that's not going to happen by itself, bend the knee more and bring the thigh up to touch your belly. Now, once you can feel that, find your grip. You can hold the shin, the ankle, the foot, whatever suits you best. Press your low back forward. Try to flatten your torso out on the left thigh. Pull with your hands. And this might be good enough by itself. If you already feel the stretch, you're doing fine. Now, if you start with a bent left knee and want to take it further, maybe press that left heel forward, but only so far as your belly still touches your thigh. And just work this to where you can. Keep your spine extending and work to relax the back of the left leg. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just slowly release this. Bring yourself upright. And then when you're ready, just bring your hands to the floor. Come into all fours. Tuck your toes. Come into downward facing dog. And we'll take those poses on the other side. So when you're ready here, raise your left leg high with an inhale. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Flatten the right foot behind you, straighten the right leg. Pull the right hip forward. Keep it in line with the left. And again, keep your hips squared and sink them straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer left hip toward the glutes. Keep the right hip pulling forward. And again, you don't want to feel any twinge in the bent knee. So if you feel any twinge in that bent left leg, be sure you're curling the toes of the left foot and kicking down. You can always pull the heel in closer to your pelvis. Now maybe keep your torso upright. You can go deeper into extension if you want, maybe toward a back bend. And if you want to settle in, you can come down to the elbows and maybe melt this down all the way, but just take it to where you need to here. All right, now again from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in towards center. And then roll down onto your left hip, swing your right leg forward, and we'll take those stretches on this side. So bring yourself back into that Jana Shashasana setup. Right leg extended, sole the left foot to the inner right thigh. And again, just as high up as you're comfortable with, sit this up tall. And just face forward with your hips squared. When you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Now with the exhale, just start to hinge forward halfway, bring your hands down to the floor. And try to press your low back forward, open up your chest. You can always bend into that right knee if you need to loosen things up a little bit here. Now see about taking things further and move into a little bit of a twist. Go ahead and bring that right elbow down to the floor. And then see about bringing that left hand to your left hip so you're moving to a twist inside the right leg. Now bend the right knee if you need to, but try to pull that hip back. And you can always try to straighten that right leg if you want to take it there, but just breathe with this for a moment. All right, take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, just square your chest forward, walk both hands in. And this time, come to an upright seat facing the right foot. Now you can always bend the right knee if your hamstrings are tight, keep in mind. But when you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly, just hinge toward that right foot, come halfway down, and set your hands on either side of the right leg. Now engage your core right away. Press your low back forward, touch your belly to the right thigh, but bend the right knee if you need to make that happen. Pull the thigh up to your belly. Once you feel that contact, find the grip that suits you. You can hold the shin, the ankle, the foot, whatever suits you best. Now press your low back forward, pull your torso forward, and try to flatten your upper body out on the right leg. And maybe just stay here as long as you feel the stretch you're doing fine. Pull that right hip back. Now if you can take it further, maybe press that right heel forward, but don't lose the contact, belly against the thigh. Just breathe here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring yourself all the way up, right? And then once you're up this time, go ahead and come all the way down to your back. And we'll just take this into one more pose. So go ahead and bring yourself all the way down. Draw your knees into your chest and squeeze everything in. And then take it into happy baby. Go ahead and reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. So try to draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time and just keep the tension working both directions, up and down. Now as your spine flattens out, if you want to go further, you can rock this a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally here, when you're ready, take a deep inhale, draw it down as much as you can. And with your exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And then just start to move again here when you're ready. Fingers and toes. Arms and legs. And go ahead and extend this out long. Take an inhale, reach your arms past your head and let your body just stretch out for a breath or two. And then go ahead, draw things back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Now go ahead, ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.